This is Activity 2, dealing with similar triangles and proportional reasoning, part of Unit 1, Measurement and Trigonometry. Here we're going to take a look at reviewing what a ratio is. Remember that a ratio is a comparison of two quantities. The numbers are separated in the ratio with a colon. So a ratio such as this would be verbally described as a ratio of 4 to 5, and you can see that it's written as 4:5. Another way that we can write this ratio rather than in colon format, 4:5, is we could also write it in fraction format as 4/5. You'll have to be careful when creating ratios because order does matter. As you say the values from left to right, or in order that you say them, 4 to 5, for example, they should be written in that format, 4:5, or if you choose the fraction format, write the first value on the top and the second value on the bottom. For example, down here, the ratio of 3 to 2 is not the same as the ratio of 2 to 3. You can see that they're verbally described differently and written differently. In this example, we're going to take a look at creating some ratios. Let's suppose that in Jeff's backpack, it contains 2 CDs, 5 pencils, 3 books, and 1 orange. And if we are asked to create a ratio of the number of books to CDs, we need to take a look at all of the number of items that he has in his backpack and place the appropriate number of items in our ratio format. We look to this part of the question. It says that we're looking for a ratio of the number of books to CDs. So we can identify that there are 3 books and 2 CDs. So as we read it from left to right, books to CDs, we'll take the number of books, which is 3, and we'll place our colon in between, followed by the number of CDs. So we've got a 3 to 2 ratio. Or, of course, we could write that in fraction format as being 3/2. The second question could be, what is the ratio of the number of CDs to the total number of items in his bag? Now, in this case, we need to take a look at, first off, how many items does he have in total in his bag? So you can see with the 2 CDs, 5 pencils, 3 books, and 1 orange, if we add up all of those items, he has 11 items in his bag. Now we need to create this ratio. Again, we're talking about the number of CDs. So we have 2 CDs and 11 total items. So if we're writing the ratio of CDs to total number of items, place the CDs first, then the total number of items, and you have a 2 to 11 ratio. Or of course, it could be written in fraction format as being 2/11. Now we're going to take a look at proportions. A proportion is an equation with a ratio on either side of the equal sign. It's a statement that forces 2 ratios to be equal. If you cross-multiply 2 ratios and they are equivalent, then the relationship between the 2 ratios is proportional. For example, if we had 3/2 equal to 30/20, and we were trying to determine if this was a proportional relationship, we would say that it would be, because if we cross-multiplied 3 times the 20, which we've done here is 60, and cross-multiplied here 2 times the 30, which we've completed is also 60, you can see that those 2 values are equal, therefore it is a proportion. Let's try it with this example. Is there a relationship, a proportional relationship, between 2 to 7 and 12 to 17? If we take a look at those 2 ratios, 2 to 7 and 12 to 17 in fraction format, and we cross-multiply. 2 times 17 is 34, 7 times 12 is 84. So since 34 is not equal to 84, the relationship between these 2 ratios is not proportional. In this example, we're going to determine if a statement is a proportion.